Hello, everybody. We're all here.
Just light too much.
Yeah, just got a little bit of it's light behind us, actually. I'm just going to get rid of if we turn that light on and the other light off.
Oh, yeah. That's the switch over there on the wall. Oh, yeah.
There you go. That's better. We're in Lou's workshop at the moment. And, wow, we're just playing around with the lights. Which means we're in North Carolina, of all places. That's better. Look at that. We're all lit up here. And I'll tell you what, this place is a mecca. It's the amount of stuff here. I mean, you'll see that later on as well. But we've been moving the laptop around to figure out where the best place is. And I know you can all hear us because I've got my little green bar running up. We're not dropping any frames, so we're all good. But we're here just to tell you what we're going to be doing on the channel. And first off, I want to just tell you that if anyone's been following along on my social media, you've seen that I've been doing spoilers without context.
Yeah, I did take too much offense at the dog.
The dog.
The dog. It's not something I had to live with all my life.
Okay, so we're building the 1960s time machine from the George Powell film, The Time Machine. And if anyone wants to know how the relevance with the spoilers without context, we've got the Dalmatian. Now, Rod Taylor played the voice of Pongo in 101 Dalmatians.
I thought it was about my last name.
No,
because I got that criticism all through school. Look, it's Lou Dalmatian. Oh, I was taking offense.
You were way off.
Well, come on, the voice of a dog. I was closer than voice of a dog.
Okay, if you got the other one, which is SO4E17.
I got that one.
You did? That's X-Files, Season 4, Episode 17. Now, loads of people went off and watched that, and they came back to me and said, I'm building something to do with the Apollo program, because that's what it's about. The actual episode is called Tempest Fugit. Time flies. So that was your one. Then I had some traffic lights, which it says traffic lights out of order. We're obviously building the lights, but all the lights that look like traffic lights are all out of order. I did late night double feature picture show, which was the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And in the first song, they said, when worlds collide, set George Powell to your side. George Powell's the director. Very, very cryptic. Nuclear explosion in the city, which is obviously one of the scenes in the film. I think that was it. I think the last one was 80. What was the year? 80.
You had that on your accident board. Yeah. It was the April something. It was the date.
No, that was the Titanic. But for the for the Patreons, I had the date, but split over two lines. So I had 80-2701, something like that.
Okay.
And obviously that's the year that he ends up in the future in both films. Actually, in the Guy Pearce one, in the old George Powell version. So this is what we're building. I'm going to show you a quick model of it here. So that's obviously from the film.
Now it's in 1/6 scale. And if any of you want to grab this kit and build along with us, or you're thinking about it, there are a couple of versions. The one we are going to be all building together is, you can find it on eBay at Mike's Models. Type in 1/6 Time Machine and you'll find it. The other one you can find on Monsters in Motion, I believe. Is that correct, Lou?
Monsters in Motion has the Masterpiece.
The Masterpiece Models version.
But the Masterpiece Models version is a little harder to get.
Yes, it takes a lot longer to order. But that's the kit, and I know people have asked in the past if they could build along with us, and we would love for you guys to do that. So this is the next Sprueverse challenge, and we've expanded it. And the great Lou Dalmaso has agreed to join us, which is absolutely incredible. So to have a model maker of his skill to be playing along with the children is fantastic. And so the challenge has a couple of parts to it. One is obviously we want to light the model, but we also want the saucer in the back, the time rotor, I'm calling it. I don't know. There it is. We want that to turn, but not just turn, but actually be affected by the speed of the key handle that he uses on the dashboard. Is that
the lever?
The lever.
Yeah.
So the great Wayne over at World of Wayne has figured out the electrics for this, which is like absolutely amazing. And we're also getting some metal parts made to just to sort of increase the stability of this. But
because resin does not last long once you start grinding
it'll
it
start
together.
no, and I think with the spinning and all that stuff, we could get some crackage and all that stuff. So we decided to actually replace those parts with metal parts, and we're actually getting them made for us right now. So if that is successful, and we know it works, and you guys are interested, then we might be able to figure out later down the line how to hook everybody up with those parts, or at least tell you how to source them.
And things like the Arduino code for the programs we're using, I make that freely available anyway. But the other thing is, we haven't been working on it yet, have we?
Oh, no, we haven't been working on it. No, we have. Luckily, we haven't been working on it at all.
Because we knew about this a few months ago, and we were just figuring out how we can do things. And the hashtag became, we're not working on this, because we weren't meant to be working on it until I get back from the US back in England again.
No, so, the official start date wasn't until after Wonderfest, but we've all been working on it.
Yeah, the start date has become a star date.
Yeah.
And so it's an unknown origin.
Yeah.
Howard Dash Riptide says we look like three guys you wouldn't want to piss off in school.
Finally.
It's like, I mentioned it on my social media, we're like the Sankara stones from Indiana Jones. We get together and we're all lighted up, or we could be like the Power Rangers and we create a mega Power Ranger.
Now, one of the things I have to say I am most proud of is that the idea that this hobby can create a community so awesome, and this community is a wonderful community, and to be able to bring three people together, and obviously even more for all of the wonderful subscribers to Wayne and Lou's channels, and I'm just a baby at all of this, but to see people come and share their experiences and what they're building, and the fact that we were able to pull this off and get the three of us together in one room in North Carolina is just a testament to how awesome this is. So I couldn't be more thrilled.
It's great. I think this is going to be one of the hardest challenges we've done, because we are having to fabricate loads, absolutely loads to get this thing working.
Yeah, but it should be fantastic.
And we've got the great Lou's masks helping us.
Yes, I haven't been working on masks at all for this already. No.
Oh my God, it's amazing what we've just the amount of stuff we've had.
And we're fabricating, and we're working with very old technology. We're working with very new technology. We 3D printed some replacement parts. Of course, Wayne's doing the Arduino, which is Klingon to me. I'm happy. Just tell me where to put the light bulbs, and I'll screw them in, and I'll be done. But this is something I could never have tackled without somebody with a bigger electronic brain than me.
Yeah. So it's interesting because there have been some there are some kits on the market that allow you to wire this up, and they'll certainly get the lights turned on for you. And there is one version of it. That certainly.
Pick it up and show them the size. Just show them the base of it so you can get an idea.
Really?
Without dropping it.
Yeah, without dropping it.
Up a bit. It's ginormous.
Look
it's
at this.
A lot bigger than it seems.
I can't tip it. I apologize. But it's huge. It's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning.
And the dish is about, 10 inches?
It's about the size of your head.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, about 8-10 inches.
So
something like that.
it's going to be extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary.
Now, if you're watching this on demand, Robert Beveridge over in Dundee, he actually asked for this about 2 months ago, and I had to just keep my mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
So, for Mrs. World Away, he says I can't keep a secret. Well, there you go. I can't, because I was doing the spoilers without context, so I was still leaking it then. But if any of you are going to Wonderfest, then obviously I think we'd be happy to talk about it now, because the cat's out the bag. And for the other people that I said that I had it in a video, you didn't realise when my friend Russell come to visit on the Thursday night live stream, the thing was sitting in the background for about 30 minutes. And you'll see me, this was 2 weeks ago's live stream, you'll see me say, let me just center the camera up. And I center the camera up so you can't see it, but for the whole thing, it was sitting in the background.
Furiously looking backwards now to find the video.
Now it's curious because once we were able to cajole Lou into doing this, we had to find a project that we could all do together, because we have to all have the same kit. And so that was a big conversation. It's like, what did we want to do? I mean, we talked about a whole bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
We talked about a sand crawler, which is a Randy Cooper kit, and it's massive. Is it studio scale?
I don't know if the studio. It's big. It's about 24 inches.
Yeah. So we talked about that. We talked about.
It had to be something that none of us had already done, which is a hard nut to crack by itself because of all the different things that we've all built. It's like, well, I don't want to build another starship.
Right. So then finally, Lou says, well, I've got this kit. And he produced this 1/6 scale time machine. I mean, I love the time machine. And I happen to have the exact same kit, but I didn't have the lighting kit version of it. So we discussed it with Wayne and all agreed that this would be a wonderful addition to our collection. It'll be a wonderful addition to anybody's collection.
It's good and iconic and fairly self-contained.
Yeah. Yeah.
GB's Model Zone, it's different kinds of resin. You've got clear resin in the build as well. So lots of fiddly parts. But yeah, it's a lovely kit. It's bigger than you'd expect. When I first saw it, I couldn't believe the size of it.
Yeah, so if you look at the, I don't want to. This is the where am I going?
There you are.
Going here. This is actually the front of it. I'll show you the control surface, obviously, and these are the clear resin parts that come with it, and so you can see they will attach to the sides. Oh, is that it?
This one's got the masks on.
Yeah, I'll show you the mask.
Oh yeah, there you go. So there's the clear with the great masks from AZTEK Dummy, and so. It's really beautifully. It's a very crisp. It's a very, very crisp. You want this back? This piece?
Well, eventually.
Yeah. It's a very crisp model. Now this is the Mike's model's version of it, and if you go to his eBay site, you'll see he actually has a very detailed description of how he worked with Bob Burns and an associate of Bob's to get the detail off of Bob's actual prop, because I believe that's the.
I think that is the original.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about the fact that the Mike's Models version, or the version that we're building, is much more accurate in the mechanism itself with how the dish spins. The Masterpiece models kind of cheated by the fact that they had a secondary wheel at the back that they were using to run the dish against, like a tension wheel. And we're trying to get away from that and go into the actual mechanics of the right angle bevel gears to make it all work properly.
Yeah. So a tremendous amount of work to be done, and so hopefully you guys will follow along on this great challenge. And at some point before the end of the year, we'll reveal these. I mean,
we'll be doing video diaries for them, but as Vern Gibbs says, it's going to be an awesome build. You can't see what we'll all be having our own separate builds on our channel, and it's the reason I put these down here, because if you type in either World of Wayne, Sprueverse, or AZTEK Dummy on YouTube, it will take you straight to their channel. So make sure you subscribe on there and do the notifications for when they come up. Chances are we're all going to be working on different things at a different time, because it's just the way of things at the moment.
Well, how are we going to do? We hold off a reveal till we're all done.
Yeah, so usually what we do when we're all finished, we'll shoot our own reveal videos, and then he'll send him usually a couple of minutes, and send them to Wayne. And when we do the big reveal on his Thursday night, he'll run them.
But as for your build diary, you can.
I'll do my normal build
as you do on your channel.
But then I'm thinking when I'm done, I won't show the final product until. Okay, so
even though they're probably seeing a lot of it in the build diary, they're all singing, all dancing, reveal video.
And sometimes I do on my Instagram. I'll put a finished shot or something like that, but it's not with the turning it on and revealing how the motors work and all that.
Get some work done. How many hours have Wayne and Phil set aside to explore Lou's model collection? Jason, not enough. I took some pictures and video from here yesterday, and I was in the hotel seeing things that I hadn't even seen visually, because it's overwhelming. It is so overwhelming. But this you should be charging tickets. This is a museum exhibition. This should be part of the North Carolina Tourist Board.
Well, it's obviously a personal collection, and it's a life's work. And for me personally, one of the things you really appreciate is, first of all, the attention to detail, the finish quality is just beautiful. Paint, exceptional. How Lou blend. I'm sorry, Lou. I have to go off. I can't help it. How he blends color is just extraordinary. And when you start to look at all the details where he has fabricated something, scratch built something, perhaps he's put it on a base that he has created himself, and it all comes together and it all tells a story. And you realize as I'm watching it, and I go, oh my God, I can do this, and look what you can do there. And so to be able to, I'm just privileged, honestly. I'm not just saying that lightly. To be able to see this man's work, it is magnificent. So, and he's been so gracious to allow us into your inner sanctum.
The pat down comes down later.
Yeah, he almost lost. He almost lost the gremlin.
He's got a gremlin here. That's an amazing gremlin. But listen, folks, so that's what we're going to be doing, okay? And as I said, when I return from the US, we will probably start working on it. We need T-shirts saying I am working on it. But yeah, so thanks for joining us. Make sure you subscribe to all 3 of our channels here, and you'll be able to see when they start. And I think this is going to be an epic build. This is the 3rd Sprueverse challenge now, isn't it?
It is.
So this is going to be...
There'll be no resin poured in this project.
This is going to be epic. So absolutely epic. But listen, thanks for joining us. We're all going to have to do a naked gun ending now because we've got 30 seconds where if I shut it off, it's going to cut me off. So take care of yourselves and see you later.